Hey guys, how's it going? Today I wanted to talk about, is the media controlling how and what we think? Definitely, I think so. I mean, if you really think about it, every day, all day long, we have advertisements. Can just go anywhere. You can look at the branding of the car. You can look at the branding of the gas station. If I walk a little more, I'm probably going to end up seeing some ads. And the thing is that mentally, when you see that all the time, subconsciously what happens is that you think about, let's say, McDonald's, for example, as a brand, and the fact that it's advertised all the time is going to create a state of mind where you know that McDonald's is going to give you a cheap burger, and you know that the quality is going to be somewhat okay, I guess, but you know what you're getting because you know what you're getting. And then kids, through media, through the fact that they watch advertisements, they know that there's like little playpens, and they have the Happy Meals and all that cool stuff. So the fact that the kids are influenced by that kind of shows how adults can be influenced by that too. And on top of that, if you really, really think about it too, when you watch the news, okay, so most of the year I live in Los Angeles, and my mom is in Belgium, and she sees the news, and the news will say earthquake, whatever magnitude of 4.1, earthquake, LA, catastrophe. They'll be like, they'll say if one building broke down and succumbed to the earthquake, they're going to make a big deal out of it, and they're going to panic. They're going to panic. My mom kept on calling me all the time and saying, "Hey, did you feel the earthquake? Are you okay?" And every time I'm like, "Well, I didn't even feel it. The earthquake was 40 miles away from me." When there was the big fires this year and in Malibu and stuff, my mom was very, very worried about me. And yeah, I did smell the smoke and stuff like that, but the fact that I'm actually living in the middle of the city didn't really, the fires didn't really affect the place that I lived in, so I wasn't in any danger, if that makes sense. But the fact that they show you what they want to show you. So for example, now there was a Privacy Act that started in Europe, and it's supposed to protect the privacy of people, and so when you type their name, it doesn't show a bunch of pictures of them and stuff like that. But one thing that I found interesting is that my mom said, "Well, I used to go on the CNN website and stuff like that, and check out the LA Times for the American site." And because of this Privacy Act, what happened is that, well, guess what? People in Europe are not able to check those sites because it says it's only for US residents. And the same happens when US people, for example, they're pounded. You've probably seen those videos where they show that all the channels that are owned by Fox basically are pretty much saying the same kind of news throughout all the different channels. And even when you think it's not part of the same network, they're actually owned by the same people, and they're actually saying the same thing in the same script. So they're basically giving you the news that they want you to hear. And a lot of times I've noticed that if there's some sort of war or something bad happening in some other country, or that could affect America or other first world countries, what happens is that they start pounding you with high-speed pursuits on the television, or they start giving you news about celebrities and stuff like that, which is kind of interesting when you really think about it, because what they're doing here is that they're distracting you from the real news so that they don't create a state of panic within the people, and they basically try to subdue them into thinking what they want them to think. It's almost like the book 1984, where Big Brother is really, really watching you. And one thing that's crazy about media in some way is, again, with Big Brother, if you think about it, and this is really not conspiracy, but how many times have you spoken on the phone about something, or you've done just one research, and then through the cookies, now all of a sudden, the cookies that are in the web browser, all of a sudden you're getting all these ads that are showing you this particular product or thing that you just happened to type in once or by mistake. And what's really eerie is that it's actually happened to me that I've spoken about a specific subject via phone, or literally not even by phone, just by speaking with someone, and I had my phone next to me, and then the next thing I see is ads about that particular product like popping up on my freaking web browser. And I'm thinking, wait, I was just talking about this thing. How is that possible that now people that they already know, I spoke about it once, and now people somewhere listen to me, or there's some algorithm or some AI or something like that basically shows you that, and it's trying to influence you to buy it, and it's crazy. It's literally crazy. I think, I did some research for like a Chinese product or something like that, and I had to look on some Chinese websites, and then I started getting telemarketers calling me in Chinese, as if the algorithm kind of thought that, oh, this guy is Chinese speaker, so let's have Chinese telemarketers call him. So that's really, really, really strange, and subconsciously you're just pounded with all this media and stuff all day, all night, and it definitely influences your taste buds. It influences the way you think. It influences all these things. I mean, there's a reason why when they do presidential elections, they pound people with all this stuff about the different candidates and stuff like that, because they're trying to influence the people, especially people who do not make research or don't want to really think about it, and then they think that what is being told to them is the truth. And that's really scary, because we basically are living in a society where the people who have enough money, they're able to influence the people who are regular people, we'll say, and they'll influence them to walk, think, talk a certain way, and that's really scary to me, because then there isn't much free thought. The fact of having a subconscious thing pounded to you all day, all night will make you think things. They will make you happy when they want to make you happy. They'll make you sad when they want to make you sad. And they'll make you fear stuff when they want to make you fear stuff. I mean, think about it. Every time there's been a certain panic, it's created by the media. It's in order to, it's sad to say, but especially politicians and people who have stocks in a certain asset or stuff like that are not really looking at the interest of the people. They're trying to manipulate the thought of the people so that they would buy or sell or do things in a certain way, so that they will actually get money out of that. They will get wealthier out of that, or they will get something out of that. Ask most people why we went to Afghanistan or why there was the Vietnam War. They're going to say, oh, well, to fight terrorism and stuff like that. But then when you look deeper, there's the terrorism, but at the same time there's the oil, and that's really scary. But that's my little thought, and enough of conspiracy theories. Have a great day. Bye.